And check in with Bree Eggers now for that On Your Side forecast this morning. It's been same song, different verse.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, same scenario, different day. Absolutely. Or we could use it. Never mind. I won't go there. But yeah, cold temperatures, they're staying with us for now. We aren't seeing that inversion build in quite as strongly and as early as we thought it might. So it's not here with us just yet. At least it's not below that about 10,000 feet level. So we're not seeing the temperature difference between our mountain locations and here in the valleys. Still on that downward slope of that high pressure ridge. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in a couple of minutes, but first let's take a look at those temperatures out there right now. 14 degrees at the Boise Airport, also in Mountain Home, 4 degrees in Ontario, at least in the upper Treasure Valley though, not actually seeing those temperatures down into the single digits, and we're not looking at 4 below zero like Stanley is always the coldest spot on the map. Now yesterday, I'm not afraid to admit it, my forecasted high was in the upper teens, but we actually made it up to 35 degrees in Boise. So again, that's because that inversion layer didn't set up quite as strong. Our high pressure not moving inland as quickly as we are forecasting. So we're going to slow it down a little bit. It will build in stronger by the end of this week. Now, what we're looking at right now, as I mentioned before, that downward slope of that cloud cover coming in from the north, also very cold air that's also coming in from the north. We'll continue to see that cloud cover stay with us as we take a wider look out. You can see what I mean by that downward slope. Here's your high pressure ridge, high pressure center located off the coast, keeping those temperatures mild as it moves in. But the cold air is going to sink into our valley locations, and most of the warming is going to happen above that inversion layer. Now, once again, that inversion layer still fairly high, but it's going to sort of sink down as that inversion strengthens, and we're going to see the more warming aloft and not as much warming here in the valley. We could also see, as is typical with an inversion layer here, that pollution sort of build up for some hazy sunshine into the weekend and into the beginning of next week as that high pressure continues to build its way into the Gem State. For today, temperatures a little cooler than yesterday, looking at the low to mid 20s throughout the Treasure Valley. Mostly cloudy with some flurries possible out there. Patchy morning fog also very likely. We're looking at 5 miles of visibility at the Boise Airport right now. West Central Mountains looking in the mid 20s for most of their highs today. East Central Mountains not as cold as it has been, actually making it up into the mid 20s in places like Sun Valley and also in Stanley. Magic Valley very chilly once again. Some flurries possible there and temperatures only warming into the teens. So very chilly temperatures to stay with us on this On Your Side extended forecast. We're looking at the teens once again tomorrow, then those lows dropping back into the single digits for the end of this week. Again, as that inversion layer strengthens as the week goes on, we'll see the cloud cover decrease, but the hazy sunshine increase. And again, the warming up on the mountains is going to probably break those freezing marks, but here in the valley, just a cold pool of air staying with us and not seeing milder conditions until the beginning of next week. But it looks like that inversion will still be in place.
So it'll look beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, it depends, because that's one of the silver linings here. If you've been here long enough to know that if you just drive up the mountain a little way, once that inversion gets really strong, it can be gorgeous. It looks like a sea of clouds and you're above it.
Plus, in comparison, you feel like you're just breathing in, the most beautiful air ever up there in the mountains.
So there's a quick escape.
All right. Good news to hear there. Thanks.